Let's see. Hanno is going first, so Kevin decided to go second this time. That also mean that Hanno is allowed to search in the first turn because Teach wasn't able to use his lead ability yet. Two Don, I see a Lafitte in hand, no fuller lead, but still a searcher. That is the most important thing. There is a fuller lead, and he's pretty sure going to take this one or Kuzan. Depends on the
A lot
rest.
of important cards here on top.
Yep.
But he is going for the Kuzan.
Yeah. It's a hard choice. And he didn't use his lead ability. Yep.
We will pressure some.
No lead ability. Nami will swing into Lafitte and Rayleigh 5k into Blackbeard Life. And 3 Don could be
Yep.
3
Two
searchers
bodies.
or 2
I
bodies.
think he will just play two bodies indeed.
Do you think it's right to go second against Rayleigh? Because I have the feeling to go first as Teach is way better than to go second against Rayleigh. I don't know. I have the feeling like I tested this matchup because I'm also Rayleigh main, and I feel like for me going second as Rayleigh and Teach go first doesn't feel that strong as
Mm-hmm.
the other way.
Yeah, and I do feel that your first curve is better as Teach, but maybe just not against Rayleigh,
Hmm.
because if you can do like a docu on your two Dawn turn for the searcher, taking instantly away the option for leader ability, and
Hmm.
it's a pseudo blocker. Like if they don't respect that docu, yeah, it would just get value again and again and again. So I do think docu on your turn to on your two Dawn turn is just very good from the Teach side.
That's right. So we
And
see two copies of the unblockable event in Hanno's hand. To never doubt, that is power. So that means that is definitely very important to have. So if Hanno is able to be very, very aggressive this match, just try to bring Kevin at one life as fast as he can, then he can definitely go for game with double to never doubt that is power. So yeah, really important to have. Now he used his D ability to swing 5k with Bo Hancock. And Kevin,
5k again.
yeah.
We don't want to throw a 2k, especially not Garibo in this matchup. But he feels like he has to.
And
Another 5k swing.
wow, this one goes through, and there should be another body here with 2-cost Luffy that we see in Hanno's hand. There's also Nami in hand, so maybe he's going to play Nami and leave one Don up for some counter events, but he's going for that Luffy.
Already looks really good for Hano. And very bad for our European champion.
Definitely. So now the
5k
turn.
swing.
Yeah, that's the turn where he need to get rid of the bot. So just a 5k swing. This one was into Zoro, not into Boa. That's interesting.
Didn't he use that zero cost event? I think he 2-1.
Could be, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Zero
So
cost in one.
he is
So it
hard
wasn't one.
defending because he wants to pressure as much as possible the upcoming turns, and that is just how his hand is given. He has two unblockable events. He has a Zoro. Um, he will protect his board with cards, so the upcoming turns he can swing as much as possible.
That's right.
Well, I showed it. I guess I played.
Yeah, absolutely.
And 2k or a Kuzan, but he decides to go for a 2k.
Yep. Just a 2K. And again, no lead ability. He's like, I don't want to use my lead ability against you. I don't care if you are playing 20 searchers. I know how to pilot this matchup. Very interesting to see that Kevin's strategy is completely different than I would have expect, to be honest.
I think if he uses leader ability and every turn we will see at least two or three at 5k attacks from Hano. It's just way too hard to come back from. It's just too much cards that he is asking. So for now, so we do get the Luffy, and the Luffy is active because no leader ability. However, we don't have a trick of Sanji this time. And I can imagine that Hano will try to push as much as possible to the leader of Kevin because of those zero cost events in hand.
Absolutely. Oh, this is a good, very good search. Look at this. Another copy of Unblockable Event.
Yep.
It's
But
also
also the
one.
Sanji.
Yeah, Sanji, of course, is a way better option to search.
Whoa.
So
And
5K swing.
Kevin hinted that there are two unblockable events. This might be a very rough game for Kevin.
Yeah.
It's really also still 5 life.
Yeah, this does
Mhm.
look really, really good for Hano that Luffy
Uh,
also by using the ability to have two to give him two rested Dawn. That is a very strong ability. You can also use your boy Hancock to swing 5K with the Shakuyaku. So definitely going to
mhm.
be a very scary turn for Kevin. So 5K and just counter this one out with a Burgess.
Getting rid of the docu.
Yep.
And
And
then
just
7k life. And we have a huge board from the Rayleigh side. A hand that you definitely sign for against Teach. This is looking really rough for Kevin.
absolutely
Can we come
one.
back from this? I don't know how, so
Phew. I think there's nearly no way to win this game right now because you're going down to you are only at 2 life. You have
mhm,
to face against a very bright board. Of course, you can attack into it. You can use one Augur Q, one Augur Teach to get rid of the Luffy
mhm.
um, or even Sanji. But yeah, you have to deal with a lot of characters. That's the problem. That's the downside. And if Hano is going to be able at to get rid of at least one life, then this is
Mhm.
definitely GG.
We do have a Kuzan to bring back our blocker Shiryu as well, and we also have a blocker Shiryu in hand. So uh, in some ways, I can see us clear at least one or two more bodies and play out that blocker, because we also have the 4 cost Shiryu, but we are only at 8 dawn, so the 4 cost Shiryu is not possible to play as well. So I
That's
guess we
right.
will play a Docu.
Yeah,
Yes, we do.
to get rid of Luffy, and he just passed his turn. Pooh. One blocker, way too many swings to come. Double unblockable event. This does
Mm.
look really, really good for Hanu.
We have 3 2Ks in hand though.
Yeah, and look, also Hanu's still on 5 life.
That's
Didn't
that's
talk
the
about
that's
this.
the main issue. That's
That's
the
the
main
main issue.
issue.
Absolutely. That is
Because
the main issue.
with looking at the board, I can't believe that Kevin can do like a small comeback because now we are blocking, we are popping one of the active ones. We do have a lot of counter in hand, and slowly but steady, the board is empty for Hano. However, we are at 2 lives, and there are 2 unblockable cards in hand. and Aurelius at 5. That's the main issue.
Yeah. Do you think it's the right thing to block right now to get rid of the Luffy, or just counter this one and then block the next one to get rid of Shakuyaku?
I think he will block this one.
Yeah. To get rid of the
Um,
Luffy. Now we see lead ability. Shakuyaku will go up to 4K. Of course, he
yep.
will invest some dons to do a big swing, then to do another big swing with leader. Then he will
Yep.
definitely bring Kevin to 1 life at least, and then this should be game. So 8K swing.
We do have a double 2K.
That's right. So he has to counter this one. And there's a 9K swing. This one is going through. Black hole trigger doesn't make sense. And that should be, yeah, not now, but that should be game. Because 1 life, Kevin know that there are 2 copies of unblockable in hand. But let's see what
Ooh,
he's going to do. So starting off with full elite, discarding a black hole to find a black vortex. Okay, that's good. Some counters are
Vortex
still
is
left.
pretty good.
Absolutely.
But do we have like 16K of counter, or can we counter a 15K swing?
That's the question.
We did throw away a lot of our 2Ks the last turn, so I don't see it for Kevin.
Yeah, and also the problem is Rayleigh is running 2 copies of Color of Arms Haki. What means you can also do a 17K swing instead of a 15K swing.
Mm-hmm.
So even worse for Kevin. So he was able to get rid of the board. That's important. Now he can
Are
also
we?
try to do a damage, but yeah, double unblockable. That's the problem that Kevin has.
We are finally going to take the first life of Rayleigh. However, the the double unblockable is too hard to overcome. Keeping board clean, check. Keeping our life healthy, unchecked. And here we go. Hano will just count the amount of cards in Kevin's hand and swing that amount x2 probably. Well, Black Vortex is open, so maybe we'll just do a bit more.
That's right. I think you can, because he also draw into a kid killer. You can also play him out to force your opponent to block. I don't know if you need to do that. You can
Oh, and
also
we
play
still
out.
see Kid and Killer again.
Yeah, exactly. That's his rush option right now. There's a block on board. That's good, but double one cost is also on hand. So maybe just build a board again and then try to be very aggressive this turn, or just use your unblockable event 2 times, and then that should be it. Question is Kevin going to counter the last one? You got 3 cards in hand. One of them is Black Vortex, a 2K and a 1K. I don't think this is going to be enough, but Hano still decided to play Kid Killer out, and there is a 9K swing coming.
So this turn we can counter with Black Vortex and one card.
That's right. So just swing 9 here. Try to force your opponent to use Black Vortex and one more additional counter. So you are keeping your 0 cost unblockable events in hand. Don't make sense to use them now. You can also swing 7 and bring 2 1 cost um, to your board, but yeah, and I
Mm,
think he's going for
just
it.
a
So
7.
just a 7 means Black Vortex would have been enough, but there's also 2K 1K in hand, but this Black Vortex, there's a Nami, and yeah, I forgot he doesn't use lead
Yeah.
ability, means you can also search. There's a Frankie as a target,
Mhm.
the only target
Yep.
there.
That's a 2K counter. That's the only merit at this point. But yeah, he's just building board again. and drawing cards as well. And yeah,
And look, there is the copy that Hano wants to find. Color of Arms Haki means there isn't a 15k swing coming, there is a 16k swing coming at least. So yeah, it really
we
looks.
are still at one life, so the first 15 is fine. It's the
That's right.
second one that scares us because we have 3 cards in hand and it's not even close to 16k counter. We also don't have a board full of Lafitte's like last game.
Mm,
We also still need to deal with the board, and if we deal with the board, we can't go face. So let's see if Kevin finds a way. He can use his stage first if he wants to find other cards as soon as possible. Um,
it's not an easy one, to be honest. Really hard position for Kevin, really hard situation right now. He need to be aware of double unblockable event in Hano's hand. And because he know that there are 2 copies in hand, it's
just a
really
7k swing on the Kid and Killer.
yep. It's
Burgess is a 9k.
so the cue to get rid of Shakuyaku.
We do have 4-cost Shiryu if we want to pop that Nami as well, but currently no blocker in play. So I do wonder, are we going to use Full Elite to find a Kuzan or something else? However, it doesn't look like it because he needs to set up game in some way as well.
That's right. So big pressure this time with Burgess and Von Orgor. Then Shiryu ability to get rid of the Nami. 2 life for Hano. 1 life for Teach. So he's
Ooh, and we do have a
definitely.
Zoro in
Oh,
hand.
yep. There is a Raster on hand. So you can also try to go for game this turn. And I think it definitely makes sense to play out Rush Zoro and try to go for game because with 2 life and a lot of 2Ks in hand, you will definitely survive 1 more turn. So
And we
yeah,
do have news from the other table.
we have.
We do
Who is
have
our
our
winner?
first finalist.
Is it
It's
Skepas?
it's Skepas. Skepas is going to the finals with green, purple Luffy, and as it looks, he will be playing against Rayleigh from Hano.
Yep, that could be our final. Skepas, congrats. Is our first finalist. Means wow, with GP Luffy in final, that's very, very crazy. And also, what a story that your body is going to make it into the final match. So you have to cast your body playing the final match. Skepas, of course, also a good friend. He's a very, very nice guy. Congrats to him. That's our first
Yeah.
finalist. And he's waiting for Hano or Kevin to be his opponent in the final. Looks like Hano's going to make it. So 7k swing.
We can counter this if you want to. That would put us to 0 cards in hand.
That's the problem.
And yeah, he is just throwing away those 2 cards. And this Zoro will put him to 0. And we do know about the unblockable event. And still 6 cards in hand as well. But yeah,
But
seems like Kevin needs to go for it.
Kevin definitely needs to go for it. He know that. Look how many cards, how many counters. 1k, 2k, 2k, 2k. Yeah, and that spice that Hano decided to bring with Cloven Rose. So I don't think you have enough to go for game here, but let's see. So Kevin's still going to use his stage. Search for the queue.
He We'll count now. How big is this Burgess?
7,
8,
9, 10.
9, 10.
Yep, 10 is a lot. So you can do some 9 and 10k swings. So 9k swing from one Argos coming. So you can counter this one out. 2k,
Oh,
2k.
that's not enough, right?
That's not enough. Yep, you need to have one more 1k.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm confused.
Yep, me too. But yeah, he's still got enough counters. Doesn't really matter to
Yeah.
be honest, because the second attack is also not enough. 5k swing just for fun. Yeah, there's yeah, you could just use this one.
And
And imagine now there's a blocker, but yeah, you have the Q to get rid of buggy, but only the Q in hand stage you cannot use. So
yep,
yeah,
there's still 2 life, so
that's it. GG.
ooh, and
Almost
even a
always
Conqueror's Hockey in live. I guess it wouldn't matter at all.